leaning against the door panel like he has been waiting for me all along. Cigarettes between his lips, tattoos flexing under his t-shirt, eyes dark and sharp. I swallow. Fresh air? At midnight with luggage, he exhaled smoke. Try harder. I try to laugh, but it come out weak. What? Am I grounded now? He stepped forward, slow, deliberate, his height swallow me less space, his presence pressing against my skin like gravity itself. You think you can just walk out? His voice is low, almost soft but sharp enough to cut. I back up, but the door pressure against my spine, no exit left. You don't own me. I say, surprising even myself. For a second, his expression flickered, then he leans closer, one hand braced above my head, smoke curling around my neck. Maybe out, but you are mine to keep until I say otherwise. Something in his tone isn't anger, it's possession, and it terrifies me more than yelling ever would. Why? I whisper, why keep me here? He studies me, and for one insane moment, I think he is about to touch me. His hand lowers his fingers over my layered jaw, gentle almost. But then he pulls back sharply, like he caught himself in a crime. Go to your room, he mutters, voice rough, before I forgot how to let you breathe. I don't move. My knees feel like jelly. He glances down at the back, neck, kick it lightly with a boot. Back again, and I will chain the door. Next time, you won't even get this far. She doesn't understand. She thinks this is a job. She thinks she has a choice. I saw the defense in her eyes when she said I don't own her. That spark, the same spark I once trusted. The same spark that destroyed me. I should have dragged her back upstairs, should have crushed the rebellion before it sputtered. But instead, I almost touched her, almost let myself remember softness. It's so stupid a week. I won't let the same mistake twice. I don't cry easily, at least not in front of people, but tonight the dam finally break. I am curled up on the edge of the guest bed, hands twisting the blanket like it's the only thing holding me together, trying to muffle the sound. The house feels too big, too quiet, too suffocating, like the walls are listening. 3 days in, and I already feel more like a ghost haunting these halls than a caretaker. Why me? Why here? Why him? The tears sting hard and ugly, and I bury my face in the pillow. I tell myself it's exhaustion, that I will put it together by morning, but the truth, he is breaking me in ways I didn't know I could break. A knock. No, too heavy for a knock. My door swing open, wood groaning under his head. Of course, because privacy is apparently a luxury in this prison. And there he is, Jungkook. Tall, broad, tattoos coiling down his arm, smoking curling from the cigarettes between his fingers. He looked like sand carved into a flesh, and he knows it. I scrub at my face quickly, my voice sharp. Ever heard of knocking? He doesn't answer, just leans against the door frame like he owns not only the house, but the air I breathe. His eyes lock on me, cold, unreadable. My chest aches, but I spit out the words anyway. What do you want? Quiet. His voice is low, not sharp, not mocking, just quiet. I laugh bitterly, wiping my nose with the back of my hand. Sorry, boss. Didn't realize crying was against the rules, too. He doesn't flinch, just step inside, slow and deliberate, the mattress tipping under his weight when he sits at the edge of my bed. Silence stretches, heavy enough to crush me. I expect the usual insult, a smirk, a cool line to remind me how small I am in his world. Instead, just sit there, cigarette burning low between his fingers, watching. It's more than yelling, because I don't know what he is thinking. My throat tightens. Why are you here? My voice cracks. If you hate me so much, why not just throw me out? His jaw flexes. He exhales smoke, the gray hairs cutting through the dim light. You are not her, he mutters finally. His voice is raw like gravel dragged across stone. But you are close enough to hurt me. The word sliced through me like a glass. Her. Again, her. I want to ask, but the look in his eyes warns me not to, so I swallow the custard, heart humming like it wants out of my chest. I should have run away, let her cry alone, but the sound of it pulls me here like a leash. I don't even know when I moved. 1 minute I was pacing my study, smoke thick in my lungs, and the next I was at the door. She thinks I'm heartless. Maybe I am, but watching her like this, it feels like holding a knife by the blade. Every second cuts deeper. They think I don't notice. My voice comes out rougher than I meant. The way you flinch when I speak, the way you plan escapes in your head. You want to run, but you can't. She glares at me through mid lashes, even broken, she has fire. Maybe I just don't want to be treated like a garbage. For a second, just a second, I almost smile, almost. That spark in her makes something in my chest twist. You still don't get it. My voice dropped low heavy. If you run again, I will chain you myself. Her breath hitches, not fear, not exactly. Something else flickered there. Confusion, anger, maybe something darker. I sang quickly before I do something I will regret. Like touch her or worse. Admit that her presence keep the ghost louder at night. But then her voice fragile and erect. Follow me to the door. You don't need a caretaker, you need a cure. I freeze. Her words land like a shot to the chest. A cure. As if something broken, something sick. And maybe I am. For the first time in years, I don't know if I hate someone more for saying it or if I hate myself more for wanting it to be true. The house smells like a smoke and rain. It always smells like a smoke now because I cannot put the damn cigarettes down. My men are restless, their shoulders are light, eyes darting like a shadow crawl under their skin, weapons loaded, safety off, they feel it too. Something is coming, and then I hear her voice behind me. You all act like you are preparing for the apocalypse. Should I start building a bunker in the basement? I turn. She is standing there, arm crossed, chin lifted like she is untouchable, but I see it. The tremor in her hands, the fear she is trying to bury under sarcasm. You think this is a joke? My tone comes out harsher than intended. A growl is scraping my throat raw. No, she says softly, then tilt her chin higher. But if I don't joke, I will scream. Her honesty sliced me harder than any bullet ever could. Before I can answer, the windows rattle, then gunfire, explosive, shattering the night, ripped wide open. Chaos. That's the only word. The world tilts on its axis, glass explode inward, raining shards like deadly snow. Men shout, gun door, footstep thunder through the hallway. My ear ring until I am dizzy. And then I am yanked back, slammed against something solid. Him. Stay behind me, he orders, was sharp as steel. I want to argue, I want to remind him I'm not his possession, but then bullets tear through the walls. Whistling past my head, and all I can do is nod. My fingers clutch the back of his shirt like it's the only anchor in it. This storm. He moves like the death itself. Every shot he fires, every strike of his blade, it's merciless, precise. His anger isn't at me anymore. It's aimed at the man stupid enough to invade his world. I should be terrified of him, but watching him now, how he doesn't hesitate, how his body become a shield before I even know I need to protect him. It steals the breath from my lungs. And then one of them break through, his gun pointed at me. I freeze. Jungkook doesn't. He puts himself between us before I can even scream. The shoot crack loud sharp, but it never reaches me. Jungkook blades thus straight through the man's throat. Blood spurt in the intruder collapse, and I am left shaking. My fist is still tangled in the fabric of his shirt. The blood on my hand doesn't bother me. It never has. The scream outside doesn't matter. What matters is that she almost got taken from me. Her, the ghost I can't escape, because that's what she is, a punishment. When I look at why I'm trembling in the corner, I don't see her. I see her. The woman who burned me alive. Flashback of the past. Locked in the backseat of a car, her finger brushing mine across the whiskey glass, the heat of her lips against my throat, promises whispered like a poison, and then the cold steel of a knife, my blood soaking through my shirt. Trust is weakness, Jungkook. She hissed, her voice in my ear, and you were weak for me. Her hands twist the blade deeper, pulling it out. The burn, the shock, blood pooling, my knees hitting the concrete, her heels clinging away sharp against the pavement. The last thing I saw her silhouette disappearing into the night, leaving me to die. Back to present. I blink, the ghost dissolve, and its swine facing staring back at me. Same eyes, same damn mouth that trembles when she is trying not to break. It makes me want to destroy her. It makes me want to protect her. The contradiction, it's tearing me apart. The room reek of smoke, blood, and death. My body is shaking so badly I can't stop it. But what terrifies me more isn't the bullet, it's him. The look on his face, like he is staring at me but seeing someone else. Someone he once loved, someone who shuddered him. You are not her, he says suddenly, his voice breaking, his hand fisting. in his own hair like he wants to rip memory out of his skull. But you wear her face, and every time I see you, I remember what she did. My breath catches on my chest, and then it hits me. The insult, the way he cornered me, the humiliation, the rage. He wasn't just punishing me, he was punishing her, his ghost. The ghost I apparently look like. I whisper barely a sound. What did she do to you? He lifted his eyes to mine, and in them I see everything wildfire and ice, pain and hate, love and ruin. She stabbed me, she says flatly. Then she let me to die. The silence that follows isn't just silence, it's a coffin lowering into the ground, its grief and fury buried alive. And now I understand why he hates me, why he kept me, why he will never let me go, because I'm not his cure, I'm his punishment. The room is too quiet after everything, too quiet for the storm that just tore through it. The smoke outside fades, leaving only his face restless like a predator locked in a shrinking cage. I should be terrified. I should scream back, claw at the door until my voice gave out, but all I can hear, all I can feel is the echo of his words. She stabbed me, then left me to die. It twisted in my chest until the silence cracked. So, that's why you hate me? I whisper. He freezes me, steps slowly, his head turns, eyes looking onto me, dark, molten, unreadable. His lips curve into something caught between a sweat and a snort. Hate? His voice dripped with bitter humor. Sweetheart, if I hated you, you would already be in the ground. The sarcasm is sharp, but it can't disguise the slight tremor in his hands. For the first time, I don't see the monster, I see the man who abuse. I swallow hard. Then, what do you feel? Each step he takes towards me is deliberate, like he is testing how close he can get before one of us breaks. When he finally leans in, his breath brushes my cheek, warm and reckless, confused, annoyed, obsessed. His voice lower, almost a growl. Take your pick, and maybe, just maybe, I'm terrified you will finish what she started. His honesty cut sharper than any blade. You think I'm her? I say, my voice cracking, trembling out of my control, but I'm not. He turned his head, studying me. If he is trying to find her ghost in my face, then stop looking at me with her eyes. The words are absurd, cruel, and desperate all at once. A broken demand from a man is still haunted, and somehow, despite the ache in my chest, I laugh. A shaky, ridiculous laugh that bursts out of me before I can stop it. I'm sorry, what do you want me to do? Plug them out? For a briefest moment, something flickered in him. His mouth twitches and almost a smile trying to escape. Don't tempt me, he mutters, but the bite is softer, dulled by the crack I just forced into his armor. Damn her, damn the way she wedges herself into the fracture I have spent years sitting shut. With the sarcasm, with defiance, with the eyes that don't let me breathe. I should push her back, keeping her caged in fear where she belonged. But instead, I listen. Instead, I waver. Instead, I soften. You are infuriating. I tell her, the words slipping out before I choke them down. And you are impossible. She fired back without hesitation. Congratulations, we are even. I almost laugh, almost, but laughter isn't safe for me, not anymore, because the moment I let it out, the ghost slipped. The flash of betrayal, the seal picking, piercing skin, her face twisted in something I thought was love until it wasn't. You can't save me, I whisper, not to her, but the shadows that never leave. But she hears, she always hears. She stepped closer, brave or reckless. I cannot tell. Her presence passes against the space I have built, suffocating and soothing at once. Maybe I'm not here to save you, she says softly. Maybe I'm just here to stay. The words slam into me harder than bullet, harder than betrayal. He is unraveling, and I can see it, the war raging inside him, or the past of him wants to shove me into the flame outside, ended before I turn into another ghost in the recess. The other part wants to lock me in his heart so no one else can ever touch me. My body moves before my mind can stop it. I reach for him, my finger brushes against his hand. He plunges like I have pressed a fire to her skin. But he didn't pull away. I'm not her, I whisper again, steadier this time, willing him to believe me, and I won't run. His eyes close, his jaw clenched like the world are blade dragging across his scars. When he opened them again, are darker, softer, dangerous in ways I will never escape. You will regret that, he says slowly. Maybe, I answer, my chest raising and falling too fast. But at least I will regret it on my terms. And then it happens. He laughed, not the cold, bitter sound that used to slice me open. No, this laugh is real, raw, sharp, around the edges like he doesn't quite know how to hold it anymore. God, you are insane, he mutters almost to himself. Look who's talking. I shoot back breathless for once. The silence between us doesn't crush, it hums, a light, dangerous electric. When his hand finally closes around mine, firm and yielding, claiming it feels like a prison and more like a choice. And in that moment, I realized something terrifyingly simple. I might not be his prisoner anymore. I might be his cure or his final ruin. Either way, I'm not living.